Good evening, it is Friday. And time for another Wearded Beirdos podcast. As a warning to those with zero sense of humor, or are otherwise, little bitches, please stop listening now. Dr. Chadder, and the bearded techie, will most certainly cross lines of moral decency that are well beyond the average shit and fart joke you may be used to. The show is unscripted, and in the moment, so, who knows what will fall out of their dirty little mouths. That being stated, please give them a thumbs up, subscribe, and feel free to chime in on the conversation with a comment. Additionally, you may join their mailing list at weirdedbeirdos.com and be automatically entered in future contests and free giveaways. If you are willing to call in, send a text to 530 YouTube with your name and topic, and we may give you a call. And now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the funniest duo in their personal universe, the Wearded Beirdos.
Which brings me to this first question. I was actually thinking about it last night while we were just before we started playing games last night. And let's just do mic check. Let's just make sure here.
Mic check.
We don't want to fuck ourselves. Yep, I'm getting signal. I'm getting signal. All right, so I was making myself a sandwich last night, and I put a bunch of mayonnaise on it. I was like, for some reason, you popped into my head, and I was like, do black people...
So like when you saw that creaminess, you were like...
No.
What Jeremy's doing?
No, because every time I put like mayonnaise and hot sauce on a sandwich, I think of Undercover Brother. So... All right, so yeah, every time I use mayonnaise and hot sauce on a sandwich, I think of Undercover Brother and how...
Yeah, and the watch.
He had the secret watch, hot sauce watch, and mayonnaise and white women were his like...
Kryptonite.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, do black people really not like mayonnaise?
I don't. And it's funny because I don't know necessarily why I don't enjoy it.
Did you grow up on it?
Yeah, of course. My mom's white.
Okay. Well, yeah.
For the listener, my mom was 5'0", scrawny, skinny, blonde hair, and like that fake. I just dyed my hair blonde.
Wow.
Like blonde hair that people kill. Like, oh my god, that's what I want. My mom had that like blonde, like natural fucking, and blue eyes, white pointy nose. My mom was the epitome of the
Aryan pride.
Yeah, this little scrawny white girl, and my stepdad was like gigantic. So yeah, I grew up on the white side as far as the family that I associated with. My biological family were all in like Des Moines, so I would see them on like holidays and stuff like that. But my mom didn't really want me spending time with that side, which is like looking back, you're like, man, she just kept me from my blackness. But in retrospect, it was probably the best decision she's probably ever made for me moving forward, because a lot of them are felons, murderers, rapists.
Damn, you dropped the R word.
No, it's the reality of it. And so,
okay, well,
that's the... I could have easily got caught up in
adult rape or child rape, or adult. You don't want
adults.
Okay.
No. Well, one of them,
both.
He's gone too. Is my real dad's oldest brother's, I think it was his oldest son.
Man, no longevity in your family.
Him and they died a month apart.
That's
my dad
insane.
and Harry was my favorite uncle. And so, within 9 months, I lost my real dad and my stepdad. 2 uncles, and almost died of MRSA.
Right, yeah, I remember you telling me that.
And so we had to look at, I could probably reach out to them to see if I get some information from him. But it was him, my cousin, and 1 or 2 of his friends raided a known like meth house. They shot there was 2 girls and a guy in the house. They shot the guy in the head, left him for dead, assaulted and did such things with the females.
Did such things?
To the point, with a video camera, made the females give the guy that everybody think is dead because he got shot in the head, made the girls give him oral sex.
Oh! I wonder if it got hard.
And videotaped it.
Because I'd be like, oh my God, he's not dead. It's getting hard.
That I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I think either way.
How do you ask about that detail, though?
Right. But it was one of the things. And what the kicker for this, a good friend of mine growing up, one of the women in the house was his mother.
Oh man!
And so my really, really good friend, like bro, like that was my cousin that did that to your mom. It destroyed his
dad. Yeah, I'd be like, I don't know who that guy is.
So, yeah.
And then I'd be like, hey, that's actually my friends you fucked up over there. Can you just not mention me?
Yeah, he ended up moving in and living with his grandma. The dad and my friend ended up living with the grandma, and like his dad fucked them up. So, well, because it was so violent.
Oh, so they didn't actually rape. They did rape.
I don't know. I know
it's still fucked up.
I know the women they ended up beating them and killing them.
I bet they really regret making that tape.
Yeah,
because it's hard to refute a videotape in court.
And I'm pretty sure, and I don't know the full details. I just know that this would happen because it kind of goes through the family really quick, and it's like we just don't talk about.
You know what that makes me think of? I was watching some documentary on human trafficking, right? And there are these two black gentlemen. I can't call them gentlemen. They're two black pimps.
Do you say, okay, hold on.
I didn't want to sound racist.
You're saying you can't be a gentleman and a pimp?
Okay, touche.
Okay.
All right. So they weren't gentlemen, though.
Okay.
I was just trying to not sound. I feel like I needed to say that they were
backhand of gentlemen's.
Well, I was going to say two pimps, but I felt like it was somewhat important to say black pimps. But is it assumed that if you say pimp, that it's
implied?
Black?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like he's usually like. At no point I'm like, what color were the pimps?
Right. Okay. So there was these two pimps in New York, and I guess I should say, I don't know. When you hear pimp, though, like surprisingly, pimp has a lot of like positive connotations.
Pimped out.
Pimped out. Big pimping.
Well,
What's up? What's up, pimp?
I think that's a masculine versus feminine thing because you think of pimp, man. In order to be one, you got to earn the respect of the women. You got to earn the respect of the people around you so they don't try to steal your women. So that means you got to be tough. You got to be a smooth talker. And you're also taking care of them. So you also kind of got to be responsible and to take care of these people in order to maintain them. So from a male perspective, yes, they're very like a macho individual in my mind. But I'm sure from a female perspective, it might be a little different. Right. And then so like that's...
Yeah. So there was these two guys and they were recruiting young girls, like teenage girls, not even like adult women.
Did they go into detail on how that was done? Because that would be really awesome.
No. At least it wasn't included in the documentary. Okay. The recruiting process, you mean? Yeah, no, I'm not sure. But so they were recruiting these women, they get them in the car and they're like, bitch, you need to go in here, you want to make that money? You love me? You don't fucking love me. You're gonna go ahead and do this shit. And they're recording all of this because they think they're going to send in the tapes to HBO so they can get their own show.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And it's like all those tapes got used against them later.
Wow.
It's just like, man. It also makes me think of, I read in the paper a couple of years ago, there was a guy, another black pimp, got busted for child sex trafficking in Colorado. They gave him 365 years. Yeah. I mean, might as well just call it life at that point.
I don't understand. Yeah, you got 2 life sentences to run concurrent. Like,
so if I die and come back to life, I got to do it again?
Justice is served. Got him. Like, yeah. I don't understand that. What they need to do, if you want to like straighten out the fucking humanity, if you get life, you do your life. If you get 2 life sentences, someone else in your family has to serve the other one.
Damn.
That would change the game, right? You'd be like, bro, knock that shit off.
Every generation.
You need to knock that shit off. If I'm going to prison, I'm going to prison for killing your ass. So it's not because you killed somebody. I think that would definitely change the way people treat people and the way you raise your children.
Right.
Yeah. Or they give the option, well, you can either... So 2 life sentences. So either you and a family member go to prison for life, or your family member can kill you, and then they don't have to go.
Yes. Oh, that'd be a good...
You're like, oh, yeah, because you got to think, like, who in your family is going to love you that much to do a life sentence for your ass?
Yeah.
Or kill you.
Yeah. I think if you start to... Just growing up, I remember my stepdad would be like, I did some stupid shit. And he woke me up in the morning, and he's like, what did I do to you? And he raised me since I was 3, so this is the man that is my father. And he's like, what did I do to you? I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, what did I do to you that makes you want to disrespect me so much that you run the streets and act like an idiot? And I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, it never occurred to me that what I do is a reflection onto him.
Mhm.
And it was kind of like looking back, it's like in that moment, like it was so profound. Like, wow, like I just had to like, and I still made mistakes later on in life because you got to go through the learning curve of growing up. But the fact is, I felt so fucking bad, and it hit at the right time. And the way he said it, I'm like, he's the reason I don't drink, smoke, and do drugs. We had another similar conversation, but it was like, holy shit, I need to be better than that because I love and respect this man so much, but I can't possibly continue to be that person that I was. And it's like it changed my whole life.
Yeah, I had a similar experience with my father, but it was like it went completely opposite because, first of all, me and my father never really had a good relationship.
Well, you
at all.
got to have that going into it. You can't
Yeah.
just be some random dude that shows up on Friday.
And it was exactly what it was, Saturday nights. But
See?
and then I think on top of that, it was just like my ingrained white entitlement.
Of course.
So like I got in trouble at school because I was just fucking around and I was snot rocketing onto people's lockers. And just so happened, like the last time I did it, the vice principal was standing right behind me. He's like, "That is the most disgusting thing I have ever seen." You're gonna.
That's up.
And then it was like the same day my dad was coming in for like a meeting with all my teachers because I don't know. Apparently they didn't talk about me or something. And they told my dad about this. And then they're like, "Yeah, well, he was really respectful and cleaned it up." It's like, well, what else was I gonna do? Say, "Fuck you, clean it yourself." But
right. He was very respectful and cleaned up the snot he just shot out of his fucking face onto the locker. Other than being a total douchebag, he was nice about it.
And then my dad was like, "Dude, this makes me look." And I was just thinking, "Fuck you. Who gives a fuck?"
Right. Had my dad came to me and be like, "You know how that makes me look, you little motherfucker?" I'd have been like, "Bro, fuck you. I'm gonna do it again."
Yeah.
But again, like he woke me up first thing in the morning. He's like, "What did I do to you?" Because automatically I'm thinking now, like, I didn't do shit.
Mhm.
Like, bro, I was asleep.
Yeah.
Well, stab me in the eye of my penis. You don't get the fuck out of my face. You just woke up a wet dream.
Yeah. It's like same lesson was trying to be taught. Two different methods. One works, one doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I tell people. Yeah, if I start screaming at you, it doesn't matter what I say. You're not gonna listen.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna tune you out.
But he was calm and cool about it. I'm like, man.
I hate listening to people rage. It stresses me out. It just like taps into that like childhood. So much domestic violence growing up around my house.
See, my mom, which is hilarious. I wish I had a picture of them side by side. Because my mom was so small in comparison to my dad. And she would come home, be mad, be cussing at him. And we had a big old recliner like that in the living room. He would just grab it and slide it to the middle of the room and just sit down and just stare at her. She'd scream. Eventually, he'd either fall asleep or she'd just eventually get tired and go to bed. He would never raise his voice to her and never argued with her. It's just like, just get it out of your system because it's not going to change the relationship.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he was. The reason I'm calm about shit now is because is it really worth it? Because you sit back and like, first, like, what is wrong with him? Like you could literally grab her and rip her in half, but he didn't need to be. He's like, let her get out of her. That's who she is. He accepted her for the woman that she was. And the pussy was by mom too, but it was one of those things.
I guess
That's how women release their rage. You just gotta listen to them.
Yeah, and you got to think like, what is it about them that I can change? Zero. You have to accept that other individual for who they are. I accept you for who you are. If that burns me, that's on me, not on you. So it's just the way the world works. I know you have white privilege. I know you're racist, but that was the way you were raised.
very like, I think it's very friendly racism though, like loving racism.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not racism. The fact that you want me going back to picking cotton and stuff like that. It's just that
As far as you know.
I am not one of you, and you're proud of that fact.
No, I'd be happy to bring you into the ranks.
But you wouldn't want to trade places.
Give you an honorary pass.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, my word's not worth a whole lot, but I can give you what I can.
You got the strongest word in the room.
Yeah.
If the cops start knocking on the door, you're answering.
Yeah. If cops come to the door, they're gonna automatically look at me and be like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Well, this guy's stealing all my shit here."
Hey, wait a minute. Hung up pictures of himself. I don't know where, like,
Very intricate robbery plan. Very. Do not listen to anything he says. He's clever.
he's obsessed with me. Like, he's making these little T-shirts that got my face and his face. And
I never asked for any of this. No, that's yeah, subtle racism, and just the stuff that, like, I remember when I was a kid, my dad, we were walking through the mall, and there was a black man with a white woman in front of us, and he was just started steaming, and you could pick up on that. Just he goes, son, that's something I just don't understand. Mixing white with black, black with white.
Oh, that's how
he's like, white with white, black with black. Don't need to be mixing. And I was like, okay. I was like fucking 10 years old. So it's like,
yeah, right there. Like it's in that moment he's teaching you to be a racist.
Yeah,
because probably up until that moment you didn't give a fuck. People are people.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it. Like I remember just like, that's a couple. Not I didn't say that's an interracial couple.
Right.
Like I just saw two people. And so yeah, like, and then around the same age you'd be like, you want to learn something? I was like, yeah, sure. And he goes, Daniel Boone was a big man, but the bear was bigger, so he ran like a nigger right up a tree.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he taught me black is beautiful, tan is grand, but white is the color of the big boss man.
This is your dad. Can we call him?
No. I'm not fucking calling my dad so I could call him on his racist bullshit.
But that's my grandfather on my mom's side. Like that's the type of shit that you wake up and.
So immediately I thought I didn't think, but just when you hear that kind of thing, it makes it ingrains like a separation. Like you feel like I'm different, they're different, we can't. Oh. Like there's incompatibility there kind of thing.
And it goes both ways because I remember growing up, I am not necessarily sexually attracted. I find black women beautiful, but I am not sexually attracted to black women. But when I see a black woman with a white dude, I'm kind of offended. Like you couldn't just break it down and like go down, at least go half first and just kind of filter it down to a white guy, which is funny. But then a white guy or a white girl and a black guy doesn't even faze me because that's my normal reality.
Mm-hmm.
Other couples, but then I see a black girl and a white guy. I'm like, wow, that's weird. Like what can
I see that and I think, man, he is swinging dick.
Like he's got great fucking credit. Like you look at those things like
he don't go to Rent-A-Center. Yeah, that's for sure.
He lives in a gated community.
Like, right. He's in a covenant.
How the hell did he like? Yeah, which is one of those things. And then it's funny too is usually mixed girls that are black and white always date white guys. They rarely go the other direction. I've never dated my own, for lack of a better. I don't like saying mulatto because I don't like that. It's a derogatory term, but I've never dated. I never even had the opportunity. That's weird.
Don't you think black women feel the same about you when they see you with a white woman?
Oh, I know they do.
They
have no problem telling. They had no problem telling me, which is also one of the reasons why I'm not attracted to black women. Like I didn't fucking ask. Like why you with that girl? I'm like because of that right there. Because if you got no one's ever said why is she with you. White girls don't talk like that. They don't talk like with you, but the white girls never approach.
Some do.
Why are you dating white girls, not black girls? Oh, yeah, I get the. I've dated those too.
Sherry says what? What do you mean by what, Sherry?
Yeah. Oh no. You about to get deleted.
I did not ask for this.
No, because I'm curious now. So this individual is my oldest and dearest friend. I'm ready to delete her from my page because there's only one person in this world that knows all the buttons. And she is the one. But I can also dish it back out, so. Curious what she means by what. Like we've been friends so long we don't remember meeting.
What in the butt?
I know how it goes.
Okay.
Is it the Boogie in Your Butt? Or is there's two songs. There's the What in Your Butt by a different guy. Who sings it?
I didn't keep track of that. It's not.
Way to leave us hanging, Sherry. Okay. Appreciate you. Moving on.
What was we going to talk about?
I don't know.
Something about computers earlier, and then you're like, shut up.
What was it?
I don't know.
Oh, for the audience, like we have great conversations when we sit down at this table. Even when we start hanging out in general, we have these great conversations. Like, oh, stop talking about it. Because then we're going to waste a good conversation. And then we get to this point, it's like, we're all talked out.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. That's how we got on Jenny's Prolapse.
Yeah. How did that come up?
I don't even remember. You were asking what it was.
Yeah, because you're a doctor.
Yeah, you were asking what it was. I was like, I had to look it up. I mean, the only thing it could have been was the cervix, but I had I don't even know how that even happens.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been exposed to it.
Oh. So, Jerry says was in response to his dad's little songs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're racist.
Daniel Boone was a big name.
Yeah.
And y'all used to sing it, huh? Like, go ahead, Dad, kick it.
I remember I went to school. And started saying that.
What's wrong with you? How did this even happen?
I don't know. We were just.
You didn't know I was black until we met at Starbucks, right?
No, you told me before we met. You're like, I'm black and I'm a doctor, and then you're like, I love swearing. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and that's the world I live in. I feel I have to preface before I even meet with somebody. Like,
I was like, to me, I was like, oh, great, tack that on the resume. One black friend.
Well, when I was looking for, that's hilarious.
Like, I'm diverse.
Hey Google, take it off my list.
Yeah,
take nickel off my list. It was funny. I was saying that we were talking about the nickel word the other day, and the one of my life was like, "That's the sound a girl makes when you hit the back of the throat." I was like, "Oh,
ew. Calling turkeys."
Where are we going with that?
I don't know. I was going to say something about PC building, and then
there's a bunch of conversations going on, and I'm lost.
Yeah.
Oh, meaning you, I feel the need to preface, because when we were looking for, when we were talking about doing the like shaving reviews and stuff like that for just Wearded Beirdos as the channel, for the video channel, that you can say something. You want something to drink, Jenny?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use your big kid words.
You're right. You can use your mouth for everything else. And so I was looking for a sink, and I'm not going to pay for things. And so I found a free, like a pedestal, but no sink, but I already found the sink. And so I contacted, and so the lady's like, oh, she wanted like $20 for it, but it was a really nice one. Like the whole vanity without the sink. And she was like, oh, you can just, because of COVID, you can just, we'll put it on the porch, and you can either Venmo me money or just leave it in the mailbox. And I said, I hate to break it to you, but I'm a man of color. There's no way I am rolling up in your neighborhood and walking up onto your porch and grabbing something. And it didn't even occur to her. You said, oh, I'm so sorry. And then, like, at that point, I was like, I'm done talking to you now, because I had to be that awkward and say it. But it's one of the things I have to, because if I say I'm not coming to your porch and grabbing it, I need to preface that the reason I'm not doing such is because I don't want to get shot in your front porch.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, and it's sad that the world we live in, I think people don't understand that we live in a world where I feel the need to preface before we even meet, because I don't want to be that in that awkward moment. Because I know if you're racist the moment we meet, you're going to look at me like, oh shit, it's nickel.
Nickel?
See, it's almost better when you put that twang on it.
Yeah. You can't just say nicka.
Nickel.
That's the only way it's good. Yeah. It's just got the consonants, the vowels.
After saying it a couple times, yeah, it feels really good.
It's nice.
It feels really good.
It does.
It's like nigger all over again. Like, oh man, I remember those. Like, you forget how good it felt. Now you just say, oh, they use the N-word all the time, but you forget how fun it used to be when you first discovered that you could use it, and it was awesome. And it made people uncomfortable. But now I have a new word. Essentially means the same thing. You say it doesn't mean that, but what else are you replacing if that's not what you're trying to say?
It's a term of endearment. Brotherly love.
Yeah.
Brevity.
Yeah.
What? When you use it, yeah.
Oh, when I use it.
Yeah.
But when he's just trying to devise words that he can say around me that just seem less racist. And then he can put it on the...
That was probably the best one I've used so far, though.
On his clan Reddit pages. Like, oh, check out my show. I say nickel everything. He don't say nothing.
I think that if someone in the clan saw me on here and be like, look at that broke back bitch hanging out with a black guy calling him yucca. What does he think he's doing?
Think so?
Oh, yeah. They'd be like, just call him a nigger.
Yeah, but you're already tainted because...
Tainted with the...
Tainted with what?
The VC. Because you're...
The VC?
What is VC?
Viet Cong.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
So you're already kicked out as soon as they find this.
I remember, yeah, so like when I was like struggling to like find my identity in high school, I was pretty racist.
No, yeah, we've talked about
mainly for like, oh yeah, I was just like, I wanted my own niche, you know what I mean? And
That was
like,
your niche.
And I was like looking, yeah, exactly.
I wanted a niche to, like mow my lawn and...
I don't know, because it felt like a club, you know? It felt like a club, like you're part of the secret club kind of thing.
Well, yeah.
Which I never got made friends with any white supremacists or anything, but I was like, man, I want to be a neo-Nazi because I was like,
because they seem like a tighter group,
yeah,
they got your back no matter what.
Yeah, it's like it's a white gang.
Right,
And I was thinking like, okay, yeah, so yeah, I remember like looking at the requirements for becoming a member of like the national. I don't know. They got a different word for it. They don't just call themselves Nazis. It was like the national something or other. And like, you can't be with anyone who's not white. I was like, oh, but I want the women. I was like, if I can't have the women, and I can't be in the group, if I have non-white women,
yeah, they're all pink on the inside.
I was like, yeah, that's what kind of dissuaded me.
So you were already attracted to women of color prior to going.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So how many women had you dated before you put your foot in the water?
I don't know.
At the BC.
Oh, no, I guess there was like, middle school.
Oh.
Yeah. Natasha.
You should go by Tash.
Yeah,
Was she black?
No, she was like really dark skinned, like Nicaraguan or something.
Oh.
No
Right,
black.
yeah.
Never had
I was thinking
never had a black one.
like
Still on the
Somalia or
bucket list, but
Ethiopian.
Ethiopian. In Michigan?
No, this is in.
Over here in Colorado or in Littleton?
This is yeah. It's been like 13 or something like that. And
where is she now?
I have no fucking idea. I don't keep track of like,
Like,
hey,
she got
you
him a
remember
fucking-
me from 12th grade or fucking
Yeah.
8th grade, 7th grade, something like that?
Bitch try to play me. I'm like, you know what? INS.
Yeah. Right. It's like,
Got her deported.
do you want your mother to go back to Nicaragua? You want her to walk 2,000 miles again? I don't think so. Better get on your fucking knees, bitch.
Wow.
Jeez.
I'll see you at the teen dance.
Yeah, I'm like fucking 12.
It's on. Whatever I put up against your thigh.
Yeah, I wasn't even like, I wasn't even to that point. Going.
So dark-skinned Nicaraguan was first. So for you, what was your first? Did you start with Asian? Was your community very
Yeah,
Asian?
Asian. I just dated Asian guys for a long time.
That's all your parents kind of probably hung out with.
Mm.
So what
My
happened?
parents never approved though, even though
Even the
they
Asian ones?
Yeah,
Ain't no good for you.
they didn't like Hmong men. They didn't
Fuck.
like Vietnamese men.
Really?
Yeah,
Look at you now,
yeah, I know.
living the
Bigger,
American
better
dream.
things.
Right? So how many did it take to get to a white guy? You're like, oh, this is it. This is where it's at.
I don't know. I was like in three relationships, 3 or 4.
You were
Before
3 or
I
4
met.
years old?
No.
I was like 3 or 4 when my mom finally let him
Yeah. When I
in. The price was right.
The price was right.
Okay, so 3 or 4 relationships. It's not bad.
Mm.
I think
How about you?
I've never dated anything other than white girls.
Have you ever had sex with a black woman?
No.
Never even tried it.
Never even been in the same room with a black girl naked.
Wow.
It's a weird thing because you've got to get past.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it, right?
Yeah, black
Oh.
women are beautiful.
No, I'm
Some of them are,
not. I'm not saying that they're not, but it's one. I'm just. To me, I'm a very docile individual. I think when it comes to a relationship, I don't like to be bothered. And you go off of experience, and
I don't like to be bothered. Black women are going to bother you?
you go off of your first exposure to. For me, being biracial, the first exposure to black women are the black women in your family.
Mm, yeah.
Just the same as your first exposure to women on the white side are the white women in your family.
What was your house was like
So-
Steve Harvey show or whatever?
No, but they wanted my aunts and my cousins and stuff like that, and they're very upfront. They're very
Upfront?
yeah, just the way they talk to you, and so I see like wow, you see that, and then all I see from that point, once your eyes are open to it, you realize, man, they kind of all act like that.
Act like
I
what?
just the
What do you mean, you people?
no, just they're too aggressive
Too aggressive.
for my taste.
Okay.
Not sexual or anything like that, just aggressive individuals coming into a
Oh,
relationship.
good thing you specified.
Like I'll see. Have you never seen a black woman go off on her black boyfriend in a club?
No, I don't go to the club.
I've seen some hair ripped off.
Yeah, like, and you're like, what the fuck? Why would you think I want to go home with that? Like, if that's what you're willing to do in public, what the fuck are you gonna do to me behind closed doors?
Well, you know, you just got to think like, you know, the good ain't good without the bitter.
No,
ain't sweet
that's a
without the bitter.
lie. That's a horrible lie.
That's a horrible lie. No, it is not. But you could,
How
you know,
about
if
you
they're
just
if they're that you just got to see it as they're passionate, and they're lacking solid communication skills. Both of those things,
and
you could tame that passion, and you could teach them some solid communication skills. Just, you know,
You can't blame them. They went through a lot.
No, and I understand.
Black women go through a lot.
But it's also, and they do, but it's also, again, it goes back to like with my parents. My dad understood exactly who my mother was, and he accepted her for that. I cannot, and I understand if that's who she is. When you show me who you are the first time, I believe you 100%. So my first impression, this is who you are, that you may change because now you like me or something like that, and you want to get flirty, and you'll see people like the whole dynamic will change the way they treat you, but you also know that they're still capable of that other person. So I have to assume that person's going to show up at some point. It's like when you meet, I'm always a firm believer, and it goes for me as I was growing up and dating, you don't meet me until long into the relationship when it's too late. You meet my representative. And so when you meet the customer service rep long before you meet the CEO. And by the time you meet the CEO, you realize, oh shit, he owns a Goodwill. So I guess, you know, like it's not a Fortune 500 company that I'm dealing with.
yeah. And he's got Pakistani tech support.
Right. Right. And so you got to think that when you first meet somebody,
we gotta. That's racist. In
what is
regards
the
to
deal?
what?
What's racist?
Apparently, you. Look at all these white chicks are like, yeah, you can't fucking say that.
Whatever.
Makes me think of that Bill Burr Saturday Night Live thing when he was shit talking white women. He's like, they just swung their Gucci booted foot across the line, and everybody got all fucking pissed off. It's like, man, how can you get mad at Bill Burr for saying that? It doesn't even make
It's
sense.
true. That's the beauty of comedy. That's what we live in a world now where truth is like a curse word.
Mm-hmm.
And you believe whatever, but if it's true, ooh, that kind of hurts. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I had a DUI instructor who was really good guy, very insightful guy. He used to say, honesty is brutality.
Yeah. But I'm too lazy to remember the lies. So if you just say this right now, just be honest and upfront, give me the opportunity to decide for myself if that's who you are. Because if I tell you a lie, I got to remember that lie the next time I talk to you. And then it just becomes steamrolled. And the next thing you know, you're adding on to it to the point where you're telling a guy, yeah, his business is getting kind of busy. And that's why we're shutting down the channel.
I don't get it. Oh, yeah. No, actually, no.
The conversation before.
Yeah.
Like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
What if you just upfront? You don't have to go like deep into the details, but if you're trying to get them out of your life or you're trying to bring them in, because you got to think they're gonna find out eventually. If you're running around, yeah, girl, I got a 12-inch penis.
I don't think that guy's gonna find out.
You're telling them you're telling them that you have a 12-inch penis, trying to get them into your world, and eventually you're gonna find out like, no, you don't.
Got you to the Starbucks.
True. True that. Like when I first reached out to you, I didn't think he believed me, so I had to set up all my equipment.
It's not that I didn't believe you. It's just that I thought you were going to ask for money.
There's some truth to that.
Right.
And I had no idea you were black.
Right.
To me, that's a bonus because, like I said, I'm always trying to diversify. So if you would have just come out and said you were black, I probably would have still thought you wanted money, but I would have been like, oh, okay, well, he's black. This is good.
I want my money and my food stamp card.
Yeah.
Not today.
Like, I can't technically share my EBT. It's against the rules.
Like back in the day. Oh.
I'll sell it to you for 50 cents on the dollar, though.
Yeah, in the food stamp days when they were actual stamps, my mom would send me to the store. It'd be so fucking embarrassing. And she would buy them. Yeah, you get them 50 cents on the dollar. And so around the first of the month, my parents would go and buy food stamps. And again, they're buying them from the aunts and cousins on the black side. So now perpetuating the thought that like, that's just, I don't want that in my life. I would go to their house. I don't want to live like this. Regardless.
So you felt shameful for using food stamps.
Oh, back then, going to Kmart was a big deal.
Can't even get the Blue Light Special.
Right, but yeah, when I was a kid, you got caught wearing Kmart clothes or got caught shopping at Kmart. Man, big deal.
Yeah, it was that way for the entire time Kmart existed.
Oh, that I don't know.
For any person ever alive.
But it's, when you're young, then at some point, like, man, fuck them. I'm wearing what the fuck I want. Velcro shoes are comfortable.
I love my Wranglers.
But I was growing up before like Nikes and stuff. Or
That was like when No Fear was like a really cool brand. No Fear.
yeah, have stickers in the back of their truck.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? I don't even know it to this day.
It was like a weird like clothing brand. No Fear.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
No idea.
Like Jinko. Remember Jinko jeans?
Yeah.
No.
Like the super baggy motherfuckers?
I'm pretty sure I got rustlers on right now.
JNCO, Jinko jeans. You don't remember fucking Jinko jeans? They were huge in the
It
90s.
was never really a trendy dude.
Super baggy fucking jeans. That's what they were famous for. Super baggy, like hip hop style jeans.
I never.
I remember that.
All jeans that I wear are baggy jeans. So I got large thighs.
No, I mean like fuck.
I have large
I have
thighs.
large thighs and a small butt.
Obviously,
So
you're not
get them past my thighs.
you're not
Do
picking
it
up what
for
I'm,
comfort, not for style.
Yeah.
I heard that they're coming back.
If I stand up right now, I gotta load my pants because my butt's so small.
All right. Wow.
I'll send you-
Wow.
send you
Oh,
pictures.
what do you
These
call that?
motherfuckers want
Cream-shaped.
$130
Right?
for these jeans. All right. So I'm going to show you an idea of what these fuckers like. Yeah. Here's what I know. Here's what I know.
It's blurry on both.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I
All
thought
right.
it was just mine.
Yeah.
Your signal?
All right.
Are you on Wi-Fi or are you on?
I'm on wired connection.
Hmm.
All right. Let's see here. I got to get a picture up. All right. Yeah. They look retarded now, but in the 90s, dude, these were fucking awesome. I was like, holy shit, I want those. I need to have
You
them.
putting them up?
Yeah, hold on.
So who sold
They must have been expensive then.
Jinko? White privilege. Who sold Jinko jeans? Like where would I go and acquire these in your day?
You go to like Hot Topic or something. I don't know exactly. Can't remember.
Okay, so you're telling me you
Dealer.
don't know what Jinko jeans? You do I gotta do the shop at Hot Topic?
It's probably they were hip hop branded too. They're hip hop branded.
Oh my
All right.
god, those are ridiculous.
Those look like anime pants.
Yeah. No.
No Jinko jeans for you, huh?
And what would those have run you a pair? Those are retarded.
Here's
Which is
like
that?
yeah. All right, here's some Jinko fucking dumbasses here. Oh, we gotta choose a different screen. All right, let's get this.
Okay, yes, I remember the chick ones the chicks are wearing with that white stripe.
Yeah. yeah.
Those I remember.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. There's no way I would have hung out with those dudes.
God, look at the guy in the orange.
Yeah, it's like a denim skirt.
No.
It's like bigger than
And you'd
his
wear those.
belly.
You wear those to school?
I never was allowed to get them. They were too baggy. My parents or
Oh.
my grandma was like, "No, that's too much.
Your
You can't do that."
But grandma, I didn't let my dick breathe.
Like, I wasn't even like. It was a big deal when I was allowed to get shorts that went down past my knee.
You have to wear like riders.
Because your grandma wanted them to be like little nut huggers. Like,
Well, she just like the bagginess. Like bagginess was like associated with like the
Stephen?
bad kids. Bad kids wore the baggy stuff. So
Stephen, I want you to wear nice tight shorts.
no, I just wasn't allowed to go past my knee till like I was like 11 or 12. They're like, I don't know. I got one pair. I was like, yeah. I thought I was a fucking badass.
You had jeans below your knee. That's fun.
Yeah.
Did you wear Jinko jeans?
No, I've seen people.
Yeah, like
wear 'em.
I didn't know what they were
My-
called. Like seeing
My
them
family
now.
couldn't afford anything like that.
Yeah, they were expensive.
I would have asked. I'd have been.
I mean, just
I was an only
considering
child, so-
like one pair of jeans is like the same amount of denim as like a different brand's like 3 other pairs of denim.
right.
So, I mean, yeah. So I wanted stuff like that.
My needs were always. I didn't care about clothes.
Want to
Still to
become
this
famous?
day.
Buy followers, crimes, and viewers. Click, click, click. Bigfollowers.com.
Oh yeah, let's
Click, click.
put that up there in case any of our viewers want to become famous.
I love
There you
like
go.
all his like weird pronunciation marks. Like,
Yeah, how would you say that in Laos?
wanna come?
Yeah, you automatically want to say it differently.
Wanna come farmhouse?
So it's
Buy follow. Prime.
Those are some fancy looking words.
Prime
but
nut.
then it's a Russian. It's .ru, so he's I don't know. He's confused.
Big follow.
I don't even know how you even get the D with the 2 lines below it.
Yeah.
You know exactly how to get the D.
Oh yeah. What radio?
Late night FM DJ. Welcome to the show. Watermelon Medallion.
We should do mock-up shows.
Italian.
Watermelon Medallion. That'd be a cool like. And just play like soul music, like do random 1-hour shows.
Yeah.
Just put them out there like anonymously. Well, it wouldn't be anonymous anymore.
Watermelon Medallion. That sounds like a 90s DJ.
Watermelon Medallion.
Yeah.
What is the name of the show? You have to have a way cooler name than that.
A DJ on Soul Train.
You
Soul Train.
okay there?
Yeah, just
The Rona?
I have like sensitive. Do you ever get like tingling in your teeth? Teeth tingle?
No.
And I got like a little bit of
Got enough testosterone for that.
teeth tingle.
You ever have sensitive teeth? Teeth that's ever like all tingling and sensitive.
I think it has to do with your enamel, not your testicles.
I have man teeth.
I man fucking teeth. These man teeth.
It's
I
like-
bite a dick with these man teeth.
If it was in my mouth, I would bite it. See, I think like that's the scary thing too about like forced things of that nature, like in prison and stuff. It's like you're putting that in the most dangerous part of a human's body.
Yeah.
Because if I bite one dick off, I never have to touch another one.
Yeah.
Well, what if there's a gun at your head, pointing at your head? Would you bite it still?
No.
No.
You would
You're
suck
gonna have
it.
to. You'd have to
Yeah.
suck it.
You would do the best that you could.
Yeah, you'd be like, I gotta finish him fast.
It's over with.
You be fucking
I got
massaging the balls. You
I
be
suck him
fucking
to-
deep throating it. You be going full
I got to
gay.
suck this nipple to sleep. But I don't know. Could I though? Because if I had a gun to my head, would I have enough saliva to
Probably have
make
like
it
a lot of
worth it?
jaw tension too, but man, I'm really tense right now. Can we just take a break?
And I'm tongue tied, so like, I can't really like. I don't know. Would you suck a dick at gunpoint?
I was just asking him to knock me out and fuck me, so I'd have to be awake for it.
Oh, God.
Just knock me out and rape me. I don't need to do this.
Like I laugh, but it's a way cooler answer than mine. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna suck the shit out of that dick. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna take it in.
Well, it's an art, you know.
Yeah, because if he knocks me out and fucks me, I'll be fully relaxed. And then I won't even know what's happening. Unless I wake up halfway through. It would be miserable.
Okay, so what? I don't know. You may enjoy it. But
Because
the
you
worst-
to suck a dick, you have to put in effort. To get
Sure.
fucked in the ass, you don't really have to do anything except like, not
Yeah.
tense up.
But what if he knocks you out and you wake up and he's just fucking the shit out of your face? Like, God damn.
Yeah, I wake up like,
Knuckle. Like, really? We had an agreement, sir.
yeah. It's like, this guy is a renegger. Telling everybody about you.
You make the worst deals. Fucking Groupon got me again.
All for a fucking box of Daisy cookies, man. What are those fucking
Daisy cookies.
Daisy cookies? Or wait, what's that?
Is that the cookies
Oatmeal
with
cream
the
pie? The oatmeal cream pie cookies?
cream pie cookies?
Where are you going with that? Cream pie cookie. You're like, yeah, you just dip. You ever had a cream pie cookie? Just put it. Just
You never had an oatmeal cream pie? It's two oatmeal cookies with like frosting in between.
I don't even know if I want
Oatmeal
to.
with cream pie.
You
in
never
it.
had an oatmeal cream pie?
Dude.
Well, as you're saying it, I'm thinking, where's the punctuation and the inflection in the syllabus?
You never had an oatmeal cookie? Cream pie?
Really?
Is there a semicolon in there? I need to read this before I answer it.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me twice. Fool me again.
Well, you know. Yeah.
But yes, I've had a Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie.
Little Debbie. What was I thinking? Daisy.
They're great.
Oh, that's where you're
Debbie.
going with the brand name.
Yeah.
Daisy.
Daisy.
What the hell is your grandma buying?
It's like knockoff brand.
Some of these big
Daisy.
daisies
Yeah.
Little daisies.
from the Mexican store.
Yeah.
It's the churros.
Yeah. Little woman with like a sombrero on.
Knockoff snack cake.
Yeah.
I bought some of these food stands for 50 cents on the dollar.
Like, why do these cookies have cumin in them? This is horrible.
No, Grandma, this is coming.
Thought it would be good, essay. Like the cumin, fool.
I bought like tamales from like a guy at Walmart. Like looking back, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Person
You
rolls
have
up on me, and they were so fucking good.
Mhm. Yeah, we should.
Where I'm like, man, I'm either dying right now, or these are.
Yeah, it's probably made in
that
like
good.
a kitchen that was like absolutely filthy. There's probably like dog hair in it, but it still tastes
fucking
amazing.
delicious. Yeah, $5.
That's
He
the best kind.
Walked up with a lump of aluminum foil, $5. Like, I'm fucking hungry. They smell good. I trust you.
Yeah.
But same dude walking to me asking me for $1. I'm offended.
Hustling.
Yeah,
You have to. You almost have to buy it.
it's never happened here. Arizona, everywhere. It's funny how different parts of the world the Mexican food is so much better.
That happened to us in Thornton, I think, right?
Yeah, when we used to walk around the parking lot with Ziploc bags full of tamales, like regularly.
Well, yeah, once because you only need a couple people to vouch for you, and it spreads quickly. Oh man, lady up in the parking lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would go back and look for that person all the time. One time I got a chicken wing. She was unable to articulate that the chicken wing still had the bone in it, but it was still a really good tamale. So it was like a deep fried chicken wing wrapped in the regular tamale. You know what tamale is? It could be ground up Mexicans. I don't even know. I have no idea what that paste shit is.
Yeah.
But it's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Green, or what's the Soylent Green? But yeah, it was like a regular tamale, like a chicken tamale, whatever, but it had the bone still of the chicken wing. And it was so fucking good. After I got past the weirdness of biting into the first one, there was a bone in it. She said it was chicken. Like, I mean, she translated it was chicken wing, but I didn't understand that there was actually the wingette portion of the actual chicken.
Is there
It was
gristle
so
in it?
fucking good. It was like the whole chicken. Like you get like buffalo wings,
It's
the,
like
the bone, the two bone part. Yeah, it was in a regular tamale. It was so fucking good.
Do you eat cartilage off your chicken wing?
No, I stop at the. I'm not that black. But there will be no meat left on the bone. That's what you're asking.
You gotta
know
order
how
some of
to-
that golden flame so I,
I
can
know
try
how
it.
to eat. Bro, we can go whenever you're ready. It's in Lone Tree. There's one in Aurora, I think.
They don't deliver?
No, because they're on the outskirts.
Okay.
It's so fucking good.
I mean, yeah, I want to try it.
So I don't even have it in the sauce. Because that's what usually what we'll do is we'll go to the one in Lone Tree, order a batch, and then buy the sauce as well. So when I make my own wings, I use their sauce. So we just haven't been in a while. The shit closed down, so I didn't know. Like, I want to drive all the way out there. And yeah, so good. Like, when I get successful enough, I want to have my own franchise. That's how good it is. Probably the best wings.
No,
There's three, and there's three in Colorado. I don't know how big the franchise is.
I think
know
a
there's three.
lot of the places like that though, you got to be like a manager for several years before they'll let you even open up a franchise.
Yeah, I know the guy that owns one in Colorado Springs. I think his brother owns the two that are up here, or something like that.
Yeah, you can't just open one without having ever worked at one. I don't think.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so fucking good. You talk about that mustache.
It's gonna get bigger and better.
Why?
Bigger, better, longer, and uncut.
That's the problem. You can just trim it, man. Just trim along the lip.
I'm gonna trim it.
See how mine and Jenny's is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna trim it once it gets down to my bottom lip. No. I want like
You're
this,
really going like that's what you're going for.
like the Sam Elliott. Yeah.
Do you like food in your?
That's the major pitfall of a long mustache.
Yeah.
Is- especially like hot dogs. Oh, you're gonna get ketchup and mustard in your fucking mustache.
And it
guys.
smells.
How are you eating those hot dogs? Like
Well, yeah,
anything tube shaped going into this is gonna. I'm definitely getting in my mustache.
well, because like when you eat with a fork, you can like navigate it, take smaller bites, not get it in your mustache. With a hot dog, it's just the way your mouth, because your lip will go up and it'll cause the hair to even go down even further. So it's like you're guaranteed.
You're like
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm like, oh God, so phallic. Oh God. How many times do I need to suck on this one bite of hot dog before I'm satisfied? Oh. Okay, now I can bite it. Again. Love hot dogs. Have you tried this hot dog?
Like, you sure, Steve? There was no mayonnaise on that hot dog. I checked.
Hebrew National.
So, what are your thoughts?
Kosher.
That mustache he's trying.
Heather says use bobby pins.
Yeah, just like pin it up.
Yeah, there you go.
When it gets to a certain length though, and like once the hairs at the center of the lip are long enough to get to the corners of your mouth, you can wax it and shape it.
Is that where you're going with it?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just going for that length so you can do that.
Yeah.
I don't have enough.
Yeah, it's
You
not
mean
going to
like
just be
this?
permanently down.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to part it and like get it
Okay.
out.
You never talked to me about this.
Well, you don't talk to me about growing out your ass hair either.
Shut up.
Like, wow, every time I go down there, I get fucking poop in my mouth.
Nothing compared to your
Fucking
ass hair.
Fucking dingleberries flapping in my face.
This is a real
We've
conversation.
never
Like, when
even
you just-
seen your asshole, okay?
Do you want to see it? I'll bend over and show it to you right now.
No. No.
Let me get my phone.
Do it now.
It's like, I'll look at it on the screen, but not in person. That way it's not gay.
Oh, I'm touching it. If you pull it out, you turn it around long enough, I'm like,
No. Because as soon as you do that, my soul will come out my nose.
and onto the locker.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, my body will deflate. You'll never see me again. Yeah, exactly.
Like a fucking turtle. your legs flapping.
I'll
Your
just be a
asshole.
pile of clothes and a wisp of like blue smoke.
That's where ghosts come from.
Right? Yeah, it's exactly. It's like the do not touch this button. Like in Men in Black, do not touch this button. That's exactly what happens.
All right, you can still trim it on your way. It actually will grow faster if you keep the.
I kind of trim it like straight so that all the hairs are even. Because I don't necessarily care about. I just want all the hairs the same length.
Right.
So, when the problem with that is, it takes forever for the hairs on the top to reach the same point as the hairs on the bottom. So
Right.
you kind of, you do have to constantly trim until they're all ending at the same point.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely filling out. So, because I've tried to do the handlebar, just the next evolution of my facial hair, but I don't have the thickness that you can grow on my mustache. My chin all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. Since I can't really, like, I can grow a beard, but it's not like dense. Like, I want I see some guys, like, it's just super, super dense.
Yeah.
So it's like, those guys must fly through razors, but I can't grow like that because it honestly, like, looking at myself, it doesn't look bad, but like up close and like if I really wanted to grow this out, it doesn't fill out like some other guys' beards do.
He just looks like a wizard.
Yeah, I get
Mine
the
does, but it's so curly after a certain length. Anything longer than this, it starts to curl under. And same with my mustache. It'll
Just
just
gotta
start
get that
to.
soul glow for it.
That's just how gross that would be on your face all the time, looking like a piece of
Blue
fried
magic.
chicken. Yeah,
Blue magic. All I think when I hear soul glow, I think of Coming to America.
which is supposed to be the sequel's supposed to come out like next month.
Because there's that guy who was with her father owned a McDonald's franchise.
Yeah,
it's not
McDowell's.
McDowell's. It wasn't McDonald's, McDowell's or whatever. And her boyfriend was a huge asshole who like was super obsessed with his hair. He was always like spraying that oil in
commercials.
soul glow. Yeah.
Hopefully the sequels lives up to first. They give.
I want to see Eddie Murphy come out with a new special.
Yeah,
Because I got excited when he did some type of like award acceptance speech and he did like a 5-minute bit and like riffed off of like Bill Cosby and a bunch of other shit and he was getting tons of laughs. I was like, all right, maybe he's going to do it.
I gotta say, well, how could you? Yeah, because he was so good, and then how could you just give it up? But I guess money.
Adam Sandler did it. And, I guess Chris Rock just came out with something recently, but Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, who were some other comedians who turned actor and never went back.
I think it's hard to, but same with like musicians, like that first album. They've been grinding. We've talked about this in the past, like grinding for 10 years for that fucking dope ass album, and then you drop it, and it's huge, and now you're international stars, and now you're expected to capture that same 10 years over the next 6 to 7 months.
True.
And to go with comedy. By the time you've heard by the time their sketch is popular for us to hear it, it's been crafted and molded and just like polished for years for that one joke to punch like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why people steal, other people's jokes.
it's just possible. Yeah, some people are just generally funny. They just can't write.
Yeah. Like, that's why I really like Gary Goldman. Like, he's this Jewish comedian. Hilarious. Doesn't come out with a whole lot of material, but the stuff he does have, fucking fantastic. A lot of it's observational comedy, but it's
Well, yeah.
good.
But then you have George Carlin would crank out special after special, and all of them.
He had a
Cheers.
unique brain, though. The way he would do
Right.
things, the stuff he would joke about, because he got really political.
Plus, he was a shitty actor.
Yeah.
He couldn't act
Yeah.
for shit.
I only saw him in like Jersey Girl and Dogma.
He had the George Carlin. He had a sitcom that was
Really?
maybe a season. Yeah,
Wow.
Huh. Well, there's probably a reason I never heard.
but I think he started in radio. I think he was like in the Air Force, and then got in the communications department, and then got into radio, and that's how it kind of progressed from there.
Nice. That's how Bob Ross got his start. He was like a brigadier general in the Navy.
No shit.
Yeah, Bob Ross.
The painter dude.
Yeah. He was either like a brigadier general or a colonel or something in the Navy. And he
looked it up?
He really liked painting. Started painting, and his hair was like that because he liked. Huh?
Nothing. I'm just.
Oh, I thought you had an
Okay.
answer.
Were you
No.
looking? Do you look it up?
Yeah.
What does he?
What does it say? Does about Bob Ross's military career? That's what we just told you to look up.
I was asking.
You had one
I didn't-
job.
I didn't tell you. I was asking. I was being polite about it.
It's okay. Anyways, I'll continue speaking because I'm the most important man in the room.
Fair enough.
But he used to perm his hair because he liked to grow out his hair and he didn't like combing it, so he would perm it. That's why he had that little afro.
So it's not even natural. He's a
No.
big fucking fraud.
So he ranked as a master sergeant.
Master sergeant,
Still,
not a sergeant.
Sergeant.
He ranked as a master blue surgeon. Oh, I was thinking blue sturgeon.
great fish. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah,
Master Sergeant still Army.
Navy. It had to be Navy.
Air Force Base.
Oh
In
man,
Alaska.
I could have sworn it was Navy, but you know how things get twisted in memory. Yeah, he started doing like painting. He did over like 30,000 paintings for his show. Not one of them was ever sold.
Yeah.
They're
Really?
they're still in a private collection owned by the Bob Ross Incorporated, which was like based off of like his close family or whatever. They've never sold any of them. They donated a couple to the Smithsonian, but the rest is just they have it in boxes and boxes and boxes.
That is crazy.
They don't ever want to sell them.
Wow.
It's good. That's interesting things to know.
Yeah, he died of like
Good for him. but
pancreatic
also
cancer or something.
Kept his. He didn't saturate the market. He just watched the show on PBS.
No, because I watched the thing on Vice News. There was a guy who was like, his brother was like a huge Bob Ross fan. And he's thinking, well, his brother was thinking, well, God, that guy had to paint a fucking massive amount of paintings. There's probably a ton of them on the market.
Mm.
None, zero. It's impossible to find a Bob Ross.
That's crazy. Who would have known?
The only way, yeah,
He's
the only
still,
way
like,
you're gonna
a
get
pop-
one is in
Pop
Smithsonian.
icon.
Yeah, he's become huge, especially on like YouTube. Like apparently, yeah, his little family's company, Bob Ross Incorporated, started a YouTube channel that just re-airs his shows, and they've got like millions of subscribers, and
Yeah.
they have like this tiny little office building where they run questions and comments through, and
Yeah, what do you need? The work
Zero
has been
overhead.
done.
Yeah, it's-
as long
yeah.
as you have the tapes.
Oh.
Wow. It probably would have cost a pretty penny to get them all converted to like the digital format, but shit.
right. I mean, yeah, because you're gonna have to do that manually. You can't like just rip a VCR tape like
Yeah.
you can a DVD. You have to play it at speed.
Yeah. I'm curious, unless
Isn't there a service that you can?
probably, but you're still in real time though. It's like it's
Yes, I mean
our show takes an hour.
the only
the
way that would
transfer.
speed it up is if you had like 10 different transfers going at once.
Yeah.
You wouldn't if you had to do one at a time, it would take you years. You get every single episode. Because he did like a couple thousand episodes or something ridiculous.
It's one of the ones like how long was it on? And you look and it's 6 months.
I don't think so. I think it was years.
Because
29 seasons at least.
Yeah, 30.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So from 81 to 94, he did shows.
And he retired. He has 20 years in the military.
Air Force, not Navy. I'll have to remember that.
So he just like to paint and just fucking. I'm retired from the military. Fuck it.
I was wondering like, if like coming into contact with all the different chemicals used in painting is what maybe gave him cancer.
Yeah, there's no way of knowing.
Because, like, I mean, like, messing with, like, methyl ethyl ketone, paint thinner, mineral spirits, all that stuff is terrible for your body. But it's really common in that world. I mean, to thin and, you know, prolong the life of paints.
It's funny, like, here on his wiki, the Twitch streams created a new interest in Ross and caused his popularity to grow. His videos became popular with devotees of the ASMR.
Autonomous sensory meridian response. That's what it stands for.
I never looked it up, but yeah. When you watch him, just gonna put some pretty little birds.
Oh yeah, he's a wonderful speaker. For every painting he would do, he would paint it 3 times
before the show. Or
he'd paint one as like a practice, one on the show, and one as like an alternate. So for everything that he did, there's 3 copies of it. And he would give the best copy to his mother-in-law. Every single one.
Uh-huh.
Dang, around, from 83 to 94, 31 seasons. Do your thing, Bob. Or did your thing.
There must have been 2 seasons a year then, right? More?
Oh, yeah, I didn't pay attention to... Yeah. It was on PBS for me, so...
Yeah, apparently it's still airing on PBS once a day.
Yeah, 30-minute episodes. Wow. Let me see how many. Let's start and see how many episodes are per season. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-ish. But yeah, he retired from the military, so he had his retirement benefits, and so he could just paint. I'm curious if he just went to the PBS and, hey, can I do a show? I'm just coming in.
I saw a little thing on TV about how he got into it, but I can't recall the story. I remember he used to travel around in his van just doing random painting jobs. He had like a VW bus that he would drive around in and just drive around the country and paint. So, are you going to upgrade your router?
No, it's for the office.
No, I'm talking about it here at home. You're still thinking about it?
Oh, the new one? I don't know. I may now because if I got the 10 gig card.
You get the X5 gateway too.
What's that mean? That's the little cube thing, right?
Yeah, but the X5 so that's the X5 gateway, but you get with that, I meant to say advanced. You get advanced security, so it's got like it's really good internet security. It only comes if you get that other gateway.
How'd that security work for your server?
I had it turned off.
What is wrong with you?
It's the only way you can if you want to forward ports on multiple devices, you have to turn it off. So right now, you can put you can still put one device in the DMZ and still leave it on.
Demilitarize them.
Mm-hmm. So I have my device right now. The server's down right now, so I gotta.
That's such a random question.
Well, I was just thinking.
So essentially, Steve hates my computer setup. He thinks I'm slumming it.
He's a simp.
What is a simp?
But you obsess over
simple. It's not like code for simian or something.
He's half monkey. Fuck a baboon over here.
That would be really offensive if I said that.
Right? He's a sim.
You'd be taken aback.
A simian motherfucker.
At least that would be like the most like suave way of doing it.
It would.
Simian. He's about simian.
We should start doing that.
We'll go over to his house. You'll get the simian flu.
Stop acting like a goddamn simian. And just walk away.
Yeah.
What the fuck you call me? And they look it up. Oh, that motherfucker called me a monkey.
Technically, they're apes.
Oh, what you typing over there?
Oh, nothing.
Doing your homework?
Googling pictures of nutsack.
Yeah.
With cheese.
My obsession.
Yeah, nutsack.
Nutsacks.
Hey, whatever. Hairy butts and nutsacks. Whatever you guys are into. I don't judge you.
Steven loves haircuts.
Yeah, like there's literally a guy in my family named Harry Nuts. So.
That's the last name? Is it like KNUT?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was just thinking, yeah, it'd be perfect if it was. This is Harry Nuts. I love Harry Nuts.
I only shave the front of mine for people who enjoy a little bit of everything.
Right.
Plus, they don't itch my thigh.
It's like you got like a little mullet going down there.
The dark side,
party in the front, or business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah. That'll be hilarious. I'm gonna do that next time I shave. Mullet. And I'm gonna send you a picture.
No, do not send me a picture of your half-shaved nutsack. That's not something I want to see.
What I can do is you take the 2-sack, right? And so I'll take the right one. I'll shave just the back of the right one and just the front of the left one.
And
then
a yin and yang.
Yeah.
Of nuts.
And then I'll set up a camera and I'll flip them, and it looks like a plane or something, like a propeller.
Right, like the BMW logo.
Yeah, and I'll do it because my new phone's got that. Do it in slow-mo, 240 frames. I just get my nuts.
I guarantee you're not the first one
To send you nuts?
To do that with their phone. To do slow motion nut clap videos.
Oh, probably not. But I'm doing this for you because I care about that mustache.
I'm doing it for you.
Because I care about that mustache. Well, who else can I send this shit to? It's hard sometimes not to send
I
you
almost
pictures.
took that in a bad direction. Whenever I hear something like that, I always want to go with your mom.
Wow.
But it's not fair.
You dig her up, I'll put the phone down there.
It's not fair. See, if she was still alive.
Actually, she's cremated, I believe.
Oh, well, that makes it better.
I don't know. I didn't go to the... I'm pretty sure she's cremated.
I don't know. I'm not the right guy to ask.
No one's allowed to ask, so I don't even know.
Oh, damn, you don't know where your mom's ashes are?
No, because my mom... all right, my mom committed suicide on a Tuesday, buried that Friday. My grandmother died that Sunday, buried the following Friday. And then my grandpa died a year after. There's nobody alive to answer that question.
But you didn't go to any of the funerals?
No.
Oh.
She killed my stepdad. Why would I want to?
I don't know. Closure?
I'm good. I had closure when she went to prison.
How long was she in prison?
She got like 10 years.
Wow. That's still
That
pretty
was 2011. I think she got out in 2017. Maybe 2016, so like 5 years maybe, because she had emphysema and such. And so she committed suicide in 2016. Sorry, not 2017.
Wow. That's crazy. Crazy.
July 27th.
There's a good chance that they just were like donated to a Goodwill or something.
My mom?
Yeah, Mickey Mouse
like
cup.
in like an estate sale or something.
That's spicing.
What kind of potting soil is that?
Somebody right now, yeah, like
Pepper.
I'm like, oh shit, looks like some really good chai.
yes. Oh, that's just the
Those
bomb.
marshmallows. Oh, that's terrible.
Can you imagine
That's bone.
Well, that's the thing, yeah, because they're still bone. They do a good job on TV, but there's still chunks of bone in there. Only because my dad was cremated. My real dad was cremated, and I got a box that had bones.
So I remember seeing a thing in the news like years ago about a crematorium here that was supposedly burning bodies, but they weren't. They were just throwing the bodies in the trash and giving people wood ash.
They're probably harvesting the organs.
I don't
know. Because by the time they get to the crematorium, they could have been donating them to science. They could have been selling the bodies to.
But like, there were so many people who were like, where is the body? Like, there was just like really distraught people, like, because they were like, oh, my dad's right
Somebody
here.
like test it.
I don't know how they figured it out, but I think someone did, and they like looked in the urn, and it was just like they could see like pieces of like wood. There was no bone.
Wood chips.
It's like,
it was a big bitch. There's no way this is all it is. But they had to have been selling them to like a lab or something, because how do you dispose of numerous bodies? Like, okay, real talk. How would you dispose of Steve right now? How would I say? You kill Steve this evening. How do you dispose of the body?
I don't know.
Exactly. So you've got to.
I would stuff you in a suitcase.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I saw a video. There was a guy who was killing women this way. Yeah. He would kill them. He would stuff them in a big suitcase and then throw the suitcase in a dumpster. And he got like 3 women like that before they caught on to him. And it's just like, holy shit, that's genius. And eventually,
it's not, because he got caught.
Well, yeah, because of the text messages.
He was texting him?
Yeah, he was like picking these chicks up online.
Apparently, our trash is divided, right?
Yeah, now.
And sorted into like when it was dumped, and so people can,
No, like
go
it
back.
depends. No, like it's not divided, but they know at which date, which section of the dump it was probably dumped in. But there's still tons, like metric tons and tons of garbage there. It's not like they can go back and be like, "Oh, this truck dumped it right here."
Is that the
on this
one
day.
where the community came out,
This tastes
like
like-
digging through
Yeah,
the trash?
they weren't able to find all the bodies. They were only able to find like the most recent one because they found out that he did it like a day before or like a day after the trash had been dropped off, and it still took them forever
To find him.
to find the body. They found it in they figured out that he was doing that because they went and looked at his credit card reports and saw that he was buying a suitcase and like lie or something.
Idiots.
Yeah, he bought it on his credit card, the suitcase.
That's got to be the checklist for
Like
just in case
filmed
kit.
at the Walmart picking up.
Yeah, shit, like had surveillance for buying this huge fucking Samsonite. It's like, dude, why would you not use cash?
Yeah.
At least go to the ATM. That's way less suspicious. Like, oh, he goes to the ATM. And,
It'd be
okay.
so much easier now to get away with something like that with our masks,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
And
like,
he just walk around.
and if he hadn't have been
just your
reckless,
skin.
Yeah.
if he hadn't been reckless with the way he was picking, because the reason he got caught was because he was trying to get a teenager. His other victims were adults.
Wow.
So if he hadn't got greedy and reckless, they would have never even caught on to him. Just fucking putting them in suitcases.
Why can't he just get the low hanging fruit prostitutes like everybody else?
Yeah, that's what his first couple were.
Like there's literally a blueprint on what to kill.
Yeah, they told. Apparently, he took this prostitute out, and just she never came home, and no one ever really looked for her. They only found out later after they solved this one that he killed her too. Beat her up pretty good, stuffed her in there.
Gotta catch up like man, Ezekiel or Isaiah, that guy that traveled, had the kill kits. Like, don't shit in your own backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the woman in his,
In the freezer, yeah, out in his little shed.
yeah.
That's how he got caught.
And then his wife and
Well, he got
kids
caught
are,
by you
like,
because he was
had no
trying
idea.
to blackmail these people.
Well, that too, but he also did it in his hometown, like where he
Yeah,
lives.
yeah, and then he went on like a spending spree, and he's pulling cash out of the ATM every fucking 500 miles driving through Texas. I think he wanted to get caught because he is obviously smart enough to know that they were going to be tracking her fucking ATM card.
14 fucking years he got away with it.
Yeah, he wanted to get caught. He was ready.
And just think, had that not have happened, he'd still be active. So you got to think, who else is out there?
Yeah.
They're
If he's
definitely
smarter
other
than him.
Yeah, because he was just some fucking idiot from Podunk, Oregon, or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, shit, if you own a crematorium, you could just dispose of your bodies. Because how many people are doing that?
Yeah, or like some like ultra wealthy CEO, like that Kevin Costner movie.
Yes, Mr.
Dane
Brooks.
Cook, yeah,
Great film. Have you seen that? Oh, it's fantastic.
yeah, he's
Dane
his
Cook
own. Like,
is-
yeah.
But that was the thing. Like Dane caught him on accident.
Yeah,
So
he was,
Kevin
he
Costner's
was
a serial
snooping.
killer.
Yeah, he was taking pictures of this couple, and then he saw through their curtains, and then that's how he got caught.
Just like even the cast, because it was Dane Cook, Kevin Costner, Demi Moore, and then who's the guy, his alternate ego? What's his
Oh,
name?
is Ed Harris, right? No, it's not Ed Harris. It's the Ed Harris lookalike.
Yeah,
He was in The Village.
yeah. But still, I can't think of his name. But as soon as you see his face, you know who he is. But he had a solid cast. That's one of the movies just kind of fell in the cracks.
Yeah, well, it's
Such a good
because Dane Cook was in it. Everyone was just like, "Oh, Dane
Yeah,
Cook," trying to like make his acting debut. Because
Kevin Costner's throwing him a bone.
yeah, because he did Employee of the Month, which with Jessica Simpson, which was awful.
It had his moments because of another one. Andy Dick is half blind.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then what's the one? Good Luck Chuck was kind of stupid. Was that the one with the mom's like, it's not going to suck itself?
I don't know.
No, it wasn't Good Luck Chuck. Was
we
it?
got
What's the-
we got a text message.
Oh.
Shit.
Just letting you know, you look kind of adorable on there, even when you got a little bit more salt and pepper than usual. We all know who they're talking about.
No, I didn't think it was going to work out.
Just saying, watching your show.
Wait, I
All
don't
right,
have
love
it.
you.
Wait, what?
Is that Ashley?
No.
This is the 530 YouTube.
515 is my... Wait, it's not showing up on mine.
Maybe it's that guy.
No.
More salt and pepper than usual. Just saying, watching your show. All right, love you.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, thank you. I believe it's my Sherry. Should be 515 is Iowa.
Okay.
But no, I'm glad that popped up. So I have Words with Friends. I play all the time, and I have a.
Do you dominate, or are
good
you like a
friends.
mediocre player?
Bro, rip your ass apart if you want to play.
Okay.
Well, I learned to pretty much read and spell playing Scrabble with my grandma on like weekends and shit, with like collegiate dictionary. So I know a lot of words. I might not know the what they mean.
Collegiate dictionary?
Collegiate.
Oh, I was gonna say, is that like a Ouija board?
No, it's like a clitoris, and it's made of clitoral hooded skin.
That just reminded me. I was invited to a new regiment on Call of Duty by Click Commander.
Nice.
Which
join?
No.
Oh.
Do you know who Click? You know Click Commander. That's from Jay and Silent Bob. I am the Click Commander.
No one ever invites
you
me
don't
to
watch Kevin
regiments.
Smith's movie, so I've been
Most women
invited.
don't.
See, I was declining
you
all
play-
of them.
You play with random people though.
I was declining a lot of them because I thought you could only be in one. You can be in multiple.
Yeah, we were. Oh, excuse me. We were in Ranger Hubbins for a while until I created Cuck. And Cuck is just funny. So
Yeah, you can't spell cuck normally in the new Call of Duty. It's like, yeah, it's an offensive term, so you have to put a K in there.
yeah,
Why? What is cuck?
Cuckolding.
yeah.
Oh,
If you're a cuck, you're a cuck. I mean, that's.
okay. All right.
You want to get cucked, honey? Because it's not happening with me.
Why?
It's only happening
I don't
with
suck
you.
penis, let alone black penis.
No, you don't necessarily have to suck my penis. You just got to drink me out of her.
Still, that's even worse. I'd rather suck a dick than drink cum out of a vagina. Nothing offensive.
Okay, first
Would
of all,
you
I'm
like it-
sure you're.
no, it's offensive because you're thinking I'm going to suck your dick. I'm not going to finish. So like you're like that's basically what you're saying. I'll suck it. But I'm not going to do a good job.
Well, yeah, it's not my thing. It's not like I'm passionate about it.
Like-
I'm going to do such a fucking good job sucking that fucking dick. Like, bring that fucking dick over here. I'm going to fucking suck that motherfucker.
I'm okay with dick. Is that semen thing that I'm not really into?
I want that fucking boiling hot cum all inside me. I want it in my nose. I want
Once
it in
it
my mouth.
separates,
Come on down. Come on down. Let me suck that motherfucker.
that's the mustache you're growing.
Yeah.
That guy, that boy's
Yeah, it's like Gary Busey's weird colors. That's like,
down. Come on down. Let's give it a little sucking. Feel them tickle your balls. Come on, baby. I want to suck that cum.
that's terrible. Horrible.
So why we got to pay for someone to do our intros when you can just do it? Like,
Yeah, you're like Gary.
Weird Beirdos. Welcome to Weird Beirdos. This is Gary Busey, and I'd like to welcome you to the show.
yeah.
There you go.
You'll hear lots of penis jokes, shit jokes, fart jokes, all kind of jokes. You might even hear some bad shit. Come on down. Suck a little dick. Or a big one.
It's up to you.
It'll taste good either way.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip it in.
We all like honey barbecue down here.
Yeah, that'd burn. It'd be sticky too. I don't want a sticky dick. I'm into that, but it hurts my. Well, I mean,
Your feelings are
it's
still
a
hurt.
Weird.
That I'll suck it, but won't finish you.
Yeah, like
You're
bro.
How dare you?
Like, if you weren't supposed,
I won't suck at anybody, just so everybody knows I'm not sucking anybody's penis. This is all
but
hypothetical.
it's like I have the one liner. Like if you weren't supposed to swallow it, my testicles wouldn't come with a straw. And so, like, if you're gonna, why bother if you're not gonna finish?
Unless you get the split dick procedure, then it just shoots out
Why
the
would I
bottom.
do that?
That is so disgusting.
You'll
Wait,
never have to
what?
worry about me coming in your mouth if my dick is split down to the base. Then you just,
It just leaks on your ball.
it'll just hit you in the chin while you're sucking it.
Really? Is that better?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's better for the
But then
sucker.
you got to clean it out of your beard. That would make you a weirder beardo. I guess that's what.
Yeah.
Why do you guys call yourself weird beardo? Well,
We suck split dicks.
let's ask Gary Busey.
Come on down, suck a split dick.
Never know if it's coming or going. The fact that the weirdest shit that you know, like that's a real thing where they just, I guess they're just tapping straight into the. What the fuck is
I
the
found out about it because I was
stimulus?
watching like a body modification documentary.
It's kind of cool though. To be, you just basically just put it like a bag around your balls, and it's drained like a
Just
catheter.
drain them.
like a catheter, And then there's no mess afterwards. So you have to worry about a condom. Or,
Yeah, don't worry about all that. I tapped it at the source.
I might get that done.
Yeah, and it just looks like an angry dragon. I showed you the pictures.
No, but the one, they splitting the whole thing. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
like
you
a
take-
fucking
Oh,
overcooked hot dog. Slice it right down the middle.
Okay, I was thinking something totally different. Like you take, what I was thinking was, you just leave the penis as it is, but you're gonna tap in straight into the seminal vesicles, and so
Oh, just like a little hole there?
and so when you come, it'll just drain down the sack, and your penis will still be rocking.
Oh, just have like a drain tube there?
yeah,
Okay. No. The way they do it is they stick a
just leaking away.
U-shaped piece of steel down your urethra as a guard so they don't cut too deep, and then they stick a scalpel in and slice it up the middle.
Well, yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about just rerouting the whole semen's process. You get all the fun with none of the mess. You just have it just empty into your asshole or something.
Yeah, just have them make a direct line.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's possible.
We could be the first ones.
Yeah, you could be like, check out these chem farts. I like that your chem farts smell like fucking Daffy Duck. Yeah.
Smell like, sound like. So, what I thought was going on. So anyway, go back to my words with friends. I only play with her because I destroy other people. I bet she would tear the average person apart too. Because I play. When it comes to Scrabble, words are by tertiary. First, you play the board, and then I play your tiles. I play your tiles into what I want to play. I'm probably 85 to 90% on triple word, double word, because I feed you in to where I want you to play. So I'm playing your tiles in addition to my tiles. So it doesn't matter. You need a fancy vocabulary just to maneuver the board. Like chess, like you got to play the other people's pieces. Anyway, so she plays a bunch of people and always has guys trying to get her number and all this stuff. I said, what you need to do, start giving them this number. And so when she had reached out to me today, she's like, oh, what's that number again? I got this guy, he's really persistent. And so what's the number? So I gave her the number. And then when he said we got a text message, I was hoping that was him, because we'll call him back and ask him what's going on. And so that goes to any listener. If you have people harassing you or whatever, and you want to give them the phone number, give them 530 YouTube, and we'll have a good time and have fun with that.
That makes me think of that radio show you talk about where they would call a guy and give them, they'd be like, you just won a free set of roses. Who do you want to send it to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I want to send it to my coworker. And then his wife would be like, nah.
Motherfucker.
You've been cheating on me.
Maybe
I haven't cheated yet.
Maybe
I was
she
just
was-
getting her flowers.
maybe she's having a bad day. Yeah. I'm like, it starts with flowers.
Yeah, it ends with dick.
I'm pre-cheating.
Yes, come on, you can't get mad at me. Hate the player, not the game.
Right.
Oh my God.
Or is it hate the game, not the player? I don't know.
I don't even know. Hate them all.
I don't know. Whenever I hear that, I just think of White Man Can't Jump and Rosie Perez.
One of my least favorite actresses.
What was that Nick Cage movie? Where, he won the lottery ticket.
It could happen to you.
Yeah.
It's him, Brigitte Fonda.
I thought it was Meg Ryan.
No way in hell. No Meg Ryan movies.
To
It
you?
was that's she does it fun. Not now because she fucked this all up. Her face now she looks more like what's the one who's married to Antonio Banderas?
I don't know who's married to Antonio Banderas.
She looked like the mom on that show with Charlie Sheen.
You know, Babe, Pig in the City.
2.5 Men.
2.5 Men, like the mother.
No,
She looked like that.
I mean the housekeeper lady.
The
Oh,
mom.
there was the mom.
I don't know.
Oh my god, what the hell? Melanie Griffith.
Okay.
Meg Ryan now looks like her because of plastic surgery and she fucked her face all up. That's pretty much what happened to her.
Nice.
But yeah, back in the 80s. Anyway, I think it was Brigitte Fonda, Rosie Perez, and Nick Cage. Yeah, it was like he was a cop, won the lottery. If I win half of this,
He's going to give
if
it
I
to
win
waitress.
this, you get half. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he won. And she was like playing Jeopardy. Or wasn't she like rehearsing for Jeopardy? Or something
Yes,
like that?
Rosie Perez was. Yeah, she
Or
was
was-
trying
no,
to go
that
on. No, that was on White
that was-
Men
yeah.
Can't Jump. Yeah.
Yeah, my Rosie Perez is this one person in my head, that annoying fucking voice.
Yeah, it's like that Puerto Rican East Coast accent. Yeah, it's very, very unique. What are you talking about? I can't. Yeah, I don't have the Puerto Rican portion, so it doesn't work for me.
What you looking up?
Oh, pictures of Melanie Griffin.
Right? And then look at Meg Ryan, then and now. It's almost like the same person now. But it's like a blown up.
Like, just like Renee Zellweger. Have you seen pictures of Renee Zellweger after she had the facial reconstruction?
Yeah.
No.
All right, I got to show you this. You've seen Bridget Jones' Diary, right?
Yeah. So I always thought like Renee Zellweger and Jewel looked similar. And that's the same similarity with Meg Ryan and Melanie Griffin. They're just a distorted version of each other.
All right, I'm going to blow this up because this is just like, to me, it's like, what the
But
fuck?
the kid from The Boys, that's her son, Meg Ryan's son.
All right, I'm going to share the screen.
Okay.
Sharing the screen. Come on down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I am the same person.
It looks like a fucking body double.
Like, why?
Yeah, I thought she was way better looking before. I remember when I first saw this, I thought someone's killed her and taking her identity.
Well, like there's a lot of you don't listen to the acapella world, but pentatonics, like the lead singer, the chick. There's one girl in the group, and like when they first starting out, and she was just a regular Latina girl, dark hair, whatever, and now she's fucked her face up. She's done, I don't know what she's done to herself, but then the group is still about to release a Christmas album. Like they drop a Christmas album probably every other year and it sells them. Like their whole entire career is pretty much that Christmas albums. They still release other music.
Penn and Teller, you said?
Penn and Teller, yeah. But the female in the group has fucked her face all up. Like
She was hot before, but no, she's not.
She was okay before, but then she just took it too far. You could tell like
it's today's
the
society,
money. The money exposes how you really feel about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When I was having a conversation like that, like I look at myself every day in the mirror and just remind myself that I'm just the same dude I was yesterday. Like,
if I had unlimited funds and I could change anything about myself, I would hire a personal trainer and I'd have a penile implant surgery just to make it like girthier, like Coke can thickness.
Why?
Because
you think that's what you want, or that's what you think
that's
she
what
wants?
I want. That's what I want.
And who are you going around showing people?
He's not doing it for me.
I want to just crush people.
People, as in men and women.
Yeah,
women. I want to crush women.
Like, yo.
And I go into porn. I'd be like, get a personal trainer. I get that surgery. I go into porn just to make one video to say I could do it and didn't want to. Just retire.
Okay,
after one video.
We got all the gear. We can green screen your penis.
All the gear? What does that even mean? We got all the gear, buddy. I got a turkey baster back here. We'll fucking fill that fucker up.
Oh, you want to make a porn with a big penis? We can green screen your penis. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just replace it with like a lightsaber.
Like, whoa, fuck this motherfucker. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so since you brought it up, I have to. So, Jenny, would you prefer Steve to have a thicker, girthier penis?
No.
Coke can.
No.
Rockstar can. Pringle can.
Absolutely.
It's like getting fisted.
No.
But with love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that.
Like I said, I don't care what she wants. She'll get used to it eventually.
Agreeable.
Well, once you've been stretched out, I mean, it's easier.
So you prefer it longer than rather than thicker?
No, not really.
That's why you date white guys, right? So I used to date Asians. I wanted to step up my game a little bit. I'm like, oh, well, we're gonna stop right there.
I think women like it thicker.
I agree.
Yeah. Not so much the length.
Yeah.
It's pressure.
Dude, this is one British fucking porn guy. There's two penises I've ever seen that were like, I was like, damn, that is impressive. There's a black guy and a white guy. There's a British porn actor who has a really thick dick and a black porn actor, an American who has a really thick dick. And I was like, wow. That is punishing.
Like, yeah, I'd suck that.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
I'm not finishing for nobody. Not even Jeremy. But
I'll suck it, but don't expect to fucking come.
Yeah.
This is just a taste.
This is just my oral fixation.
I'm quitting smoking right now, so this is just something I need to get out.
Yeah, it's not even sexual. I don't even care.
I would normally do a lollipop, but this is just weird.
Yeah. It's warmer.
Yeah.
And lollipop can't talk to me.
Yeah.
And hold me after. in disdain. It's interesting that you obsess over black penises.
I don't obsess over.
penises.
God, you fucking.
But you're like,
dumbass.
yeah, there's a rich guy.
Well,
I
just
think-
saying that I obsess over black penis, that makes it sound like what the fuck?
There's a British guy that lives in Notting Hill.
You wish I knew where they
His
lived.
address. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I can't even think
I
about
would
it,
show
but,
you these guys as dicks,
but,
but we would get banned on Facebook again.
I'll send you Google Maps.
We didn't for that split dick.
Yeah, we didn't get hit for the split dick. It must have been just the
That was
vagina.
art. I think the person.
Yeah, it's body
stroked-
art.
I think the guy stroked, but the one. Yeah, I think it was around the time when she was the dildo one when she was bent over,
Yeah.
slamming the
actually,
dildo in. I mean, you got to show the picture. I believe you.
Yeah, this is him. This thing is.
You put it up there. Don't put it on the main
Okay.
screen.
Oh, I've never seen him before.
Shorty. Okay, Shorty Mac is who Steve's obsessed with.
Oh my gosh, look at that angle.
Oh, that
That
was
is crazy.
yeah.
So you wonder if that's altered because her face says it all.
Yeah. I mean,
That doesn't look like a real dick.
some of the things I see, like he can't get it like completely fully hard. He has to like grip it really hard at the base to get the tip hard. You ever see
Yeah, so
those?
it's probably been
kind of like
altered.
Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, because he can't anymore. But he's still got the regular man's length of a penis when he's got his hand around it.
Yeah.
So I wonder how tall is he?
He's short. He's got to be like my height. At least that's what he
Oh my
looks like.
God.
Coke can penis British porn actor is what we're searching.
Oh God, it went really gay. Hey, there's Wood. I don't know. I don't know this guy's name.
There's Wood. There's my buddy Wood.
I don't know.
Andy Dick pops up in dick pics.
Yeah, you search for Coke can penis British porn actor. Andy Dick shows up.
He's everywhere.
I don't know this guy's name, so it's gonna be really tough because all I remember him is that the video title was called Coke Can Dick with the same thing, Coke Can Penis, something like that.
Do that without British. And what were you searching? Where were you searching? Let's talk about that. Maybe
I just ran upon it. I wasn't searching for
maybe
anything.
in your search history.
You know, this was years ago that I
Yeah, let's
discovered
look through
it.
your
I haven't
search
seen it.
history.
I haven't seen it in a long time. Might find it on Pornhub. The British guy.
Yeah, well, of course. It sounds like a villain. Oh, there's some Coke can in there.
That's pretty good.
That's scary.
Wow.
Because one, it's going to be warm.
It's not. It's not happening.
All right.
It's okay. I remember it in my head. That's
Yeah.
all I need.
Yeah.
He wasn't particularly good looking, and neither were the women. But all I
cares, right?
remember is just like, wow, that
Is
is
he
a
the-
behemoth.
Is he the guy with the 2-shade dick?
Well, there's lots of guys with 2-shade dicks.
Yeah, mine's 2 shades.
Two-tone.
Which is funny because my testicles are the darkest part of my body.
JC two-tone.
There it is. But I think it's because I'm biblical.
I'm biblical, dog.
So
That's why I got such a big dick.
No, I didn't say all that.
I'm biblical.
But if you
Jesus
look up-
loves this motherfucker.
If Jesus was a hoe, I would be.
But
putting
mine
that
was just
bitch.
hemmed at the end. And so therefore, I have a foreskin that covers it, but it doesn't not that wrinkle aardvark look at the end. You know what I'm talking about?
I love how Jeremy
Yeah.
like gestures like Trump.
I didn't do both, but I'm just saying you've seen an unskinned penis.
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
You know how the nasty.
It's like a croissant at the end.
yeah. Croissant. See, like
I remember I saw an uncircumcised penis when I was in elementary school. This disabled kid like was peeing, and I saw it, and I was like, "That kid's dick is deformed."
stop. We got to rewind this. First of all, listen to the story.
I was like, "That is like a fucking crazy eel dick. That is fucking crazy."
Eel dick.
It scared me, dude, because I didn't know what circumcision was when I was that age. So I was scared. The
It
fuck.
was
Got
one
you.
of no. It's one of those things. The first time
Just one of them days. Oh,
I
he said, she
saw
said.
an unskinned penis, I was-
Unskinned.
I was gawking at this disabled kid while he went pee.
I was the same age. And I was going pee, and then all of a sudden, like, the pair of people were like, move out of the way, he has to pee. And he walked in with his pants down, already around his ankles, going to the urinal. He had oxygen.
We all have oxygen.
He had a direct connect from the tank to his neck, okay?
Steve.
His name was Trevor.
Trevor's got to pee, Steve.
Yeah, he had
Stand back, Steve. You can hold it if you want to, but don't
I
cross
glanced
streams.
over, and I was like,
He has a lot more problems than
it looks like he does. That's what I'm saying.
It's an asshole.
Oh, yeah. Well, now I know. It's like, oh, that is actually normal. I mean, that's unmodified. That's not, I wouldn't say normal.
Good word. Unskinned is better, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's modified. Unmodified. OEM.
Yeah.
With that OEM dick.
Yeah.
But anyway, so mine. So when it's. Excuse me. When it's for the ASMR.
Yeah, exactly.
When it's flaccid, the little bit of the tip still sticks out. So that part is a different color. Probably from being exposed to nature and my underwear and stuff around. But then once the skin slides back, because when I'm erect, it doesn't look like I'm circumcised at all. Whereas most people who are uncircumcised, even when they're erect, it's still trapped in the sheath. And that's why that's the difference between biblical circumcision and what happened to your dick. And so,
I'm not complaining about what happened to my penis, just saying.
Just because you don't have a choice, you can't grow it back. I can get circumcised anytime I want to.
There are. I've looked into foreskin restoration.
Yeah, look at the Canadian foreskin.
There's actually a clamp that you can get that will stretch your fucking dick skin out again.
I used to follow a Facebook group with the Canadian foreskin, like regrowth. Whatever.
I was watching a documentary about this because it's just like they're like, we've been mutilated, we had no choice. It's like it's really not that big of a deal.
Was it on Netflix when they were talking about like it was up until like the 90s or something like that? They thought babies didn't feel pain, and so all babies were circumcised without any kind of anesthesia.
Oof. Oh my God.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I watched this.
Damn, that means that happened to me.
Yeah.
You don't remember though.
And so that's why you have dick issues, because you were traumatized at an early age.
I don't have dick issues.
The first thing come out of the room, you're hit with all this sound, all this light, and then someone cut off half your dick.
Not half my dick. I didn't lose half my dick, people.
I mean, we know
this thing. I'm like, hey, half of a fucking breakfast sausage down here.
I didn't lose half my dick. We still have it in a jar.
It's like
Jimmy Dean over here got my fucking dick in a jar.
My grandma has it on a necklace around her neck. We had
in her coin purse.
We had a bronze. If I ever got testicular cancer, I would have my shit turned into a coin purse.
I don't think they can literally give you your organs back once they take them. I think it's a biohazard issue.
I'm sure if you can find someone to cut your leg off or put acid in your eyes, you can get a doctor to give you your nuts back.
Put acid in your eyes?
I remember that we watched that video with on Nocturnal Gravy where where
that's Europe though.
She hated her sight so much that she had
Europe, and it was like it wasn't even like an MD. It was like it was like her fucking therapist.
Yeah, and she put acid in her eyes to like, bitch, just close your eyes. I don't want to see anymore. Okay, close them. Look, I can't see.
Yeah, I mean, just walk around with a mask on. That way, if you're like, you know what, maybe I'm not into this like I thought I was, you could just be like, I can see just fine.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a YouTube video we watched it. Like she had her eyes were like melted on the inside, like her eyes all.
It was they were like all runny. It was like she had like a dog with cataracts.
Yeah, it was sad.
And she's like, I love this. She was horny for it, trust me.
So I'm saying, yeah, if you can find a person that will do that, you can find someone to give you your fucking nuts back.
I want
or your foreskin.
Baby, come back.
Well, that's the foreskin's all dry.
And stretch my dick skin out.
Maybe they could take, one guy's foreskin and attach to
foreskin transplant. Yeah. It'd be like, oh, we got a hot one in here. Let's get him to the operating table. Organ donor. Okay, heart, kidneys, testicle. All right. Okay, and you agree to the foreskin.
So Steve is now on life support, and the doctor comes out. Jenny, we're not sure Steve's going to make it. But we have a young man upstairs that really uses foreskin. We sign this waiver. I don't know. But I love him and I want part of him to live forever.
I'm okay with donating. I'm okay with like donating.
Saw off his dick and then,
I'm okay with donating
a
pretty
sad
much
for me.
anything from my eyes to my organs, but leave my penis and my brain untouched after I die. Those are the two things I just do not want mutilated.
Why specifically penis in the brain? The pinky in the brain.
I don't know, because I don't know what I don't know what kind of energy passes through my brain after I'm dead. I don't know if there's any kind of residual.
And if it's connected to my dick, I don't.
Well, my dick is just a pride thing. It's just like that's mine. No one else gets that.
Fair enough. Yeah, then don't donate your body to science, because we will cut you in half completely.
I'm an organ
But it's
donor.
solid.
I'm an
You gotta-
organ donor.
Then it's gone.
My penis?
Well, it depends on what. I guess it depends on what happened. If they get you, if you die in like a car accident,
If you got a blowtorch accident, they ain't taking that fucker because it's burnt crispy.
yeah. Well, if you die in like a car accident, and by the time they get you, there's no viable organs. But if you,
Why would they need to take my penis though as an organ donor?
No. If they donate your body to like for cadavers,
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying like as an organ.
you don't have
donor.
okay, but you've donated your body in general.
No, just
I
like
don't
on my
know what-
driver's license, the organ.
But I
donor.
don't know what does that entail. You donated your body. Is it specifically organs, or is it you donated your body to science?
It's just the Colorado organ donor program.
I would look up and see what that happens, because
Oh, I gotta change mine
you
then.
got to see where it goes. You don't know, like if you want your dick and brain to stay intact, then you do not want to be a cadaver. Because literally, I would sit there with a hacksaw while two people pulled the hips apart and split the body down in half and we gotta cut the penis in half or cut it to the side and move it out of the way.
Damn, you were
Time.
cutting dicks?
Yeah, it's everything in that book I show you. You go through that in real life.
Oh man.
You're gonna cut the
I don't know
top
if
of the
we can
skull
be
off.
friends
You're gonna pull the
anymore.
brain out. You're gonna we disassemble and
I disassembled the
everything.
penis. Disassembled.
That's a lovely word for it.
It was like
Assemble.
I thought I had it rough when I had to dissect a squid.
oh no, you take it all the way, because by the time you're done, your body will be put in a tote
That's nice.
and then sent back to your family for
Just-
burial.
Compact it, like break it down. This is easier to ship. FedEx will like this.
Yeah. 'Cause you're gonna be there for as long as your body is good enough for.
Dissection. It has to be good
Yeah.
enough to be dissected.
Well, because when I was at Sherman, we had one guy. We called him, I hate to say, a beef jerky man.
what kind of fucking quality control are they going to
Beef
have?
jerky?
His body was the muscle was almost like beef jerky, color, texture, and everything. But he was so well dissected that they kept him longer than most.
Hmm.
He was there the only thing the majority of the time that I was there. Like his heart was a perfect specimen. Like everything was a beautiful specimen and was well dissected to work. Because when you're dissecting, you don't know what the fuck you're looking at. You cut shit all the time. And so that's why I usually certain like a class will get a body. And so because you don't want to fucking up other people's bodies, you'll dissect that same one throughout we split up into groups of 5, and each 5 had a body, and you dissect that body over the course of the whole year. That way, if you fucked up that nerve, you fucked up your nerve for your body, not on their body.
So you're not a donor.
No.
Hmm.
One, if I could choose where I went, I'd be more apt to do it. And if I could put it in there somewhere that they could know who I was. It sounds like an ego thing, but it's not. Because when you're dissecting bodies, when I was going through chiropractic college, it's like, man, like, it's fucking awesome. That their last gift to the world was my education. And so I would love to have written, I mean, they may not have wanted it, but how cool would it be? You're someone that your loved one passes away, and then they're gone, you're sad, then one day you get this amazing letter that they still were giving to society. Like, oh man, like your husband or so-and-so part of your life allowed me to become a doctor of chiropractic or a medical doctor or something like that. It's like their last gift was the gift of my education.
I wouldn't like that at all. If she were to die, I would say no one's taking her fucking organs. I'd want her to remain intact.
Yeah.
Just so I can have her the way I knew her.
No, I understand that. Right. But that's me. I would love, and the people in my life may not like it, but I'm essentially the oldest person in my family. So it's one of those things like, fuck y'all.
I'm the oldest.
But I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, that would be hard for a person that close to you. It's like, well, all of a sudden you get a letter like, oh, God damn, I got to relive that. But if she donates her body, that body's still got to come back to you. If it's gone for 2 years.
Yeah, and it'll be in a
you
fucking
still gotta
green bean
arrange-
casserole dish.
Yeah, but you still got to arrange for the burial. So keep that in mind as well. Look to make sure you're not, because it goes away and donates to science, but then all of a sudden you're going to get a phone call in a couple of years, hey, they're done with the body now. You got to put it away because they don't bury it for you.
Right. Yeah.
You as
yeah.
a family. So
Wow.
Can I open it and be like, is this human or is that?
you may not see it. It may go straight and they may, hey, what do you want us to do with it?
Barbecue.
God, that smells like bacon.
Yeah. But you may want to give them, because you know that if they donate their body to science and it's a cadaver, there's not going to be a body in the casket.
I would try a little piece of human if it was offered to me, well cooked. I would try. it
Well
once.
cooked? You like your steak well done?
You know, just cooked well.
I would like my white girls like a medium rare.
I no,
I couldn't eat a dude.
because I'm just. It's probably white meat, like
But a
pig,
big,
right?
juicy white girl.
I mean, like belly fat, like bacon.
Yeah, like a big rump.
Yeah, or like
like cheese.
Canadian bacon even.
Would you eat like a man's balls if it was like a delicacy?
Yeah, like a Dr. Chad's oysters.
Yeah, simian oyster.
Simian oyster.
If I had testicular cancer and they gave it back to me, would you allow me to cook it and serve it to you?
No, I'm not eating anything with cancer.
Would you let no, we're gonna cut the cancer out, fucker. Like we're gonna pull it out and take it out. But I'm saying, would you allow me
to cook your testicle for
to
me?
serve you my nuts?
I don't like dark meat.
Ah.
Ooh, I like the white meat. It's healthier. Less
if we leave-
cholesterol.
But if we leave like the epididymis and stuff on it, you can like do it like Lady in the Tramp, like,
No,
Oh, God.
no.
and then kiss.
It would need to be like skinned, sliced into like medallions, breaded, fried.
Okay.
Then I might be able to do it. A little piece. Just to try it. And then once I tried it, and like if it's extra crispy, I could probably dang.
Like, these are good. These what?
These nuts. How many, how many more of these are you cooking?
I only had two.
Like, we're gonna have to go harvest some.
Trying to think what I would like, because obviously your tenderloin, New York strip, ribeye area
Backstrap's
is the
probably
best.
the best, yeah.
Yeah, that's where your New York and the ribeye's from. So it's like, is it still as good on a human?
It's probably really good.
I bet.
It's probably really good.
These cows. Fucking-
Because essentially we're like Kobe beef.
Yeah.
We eat grain and beer all day, and we're like, we lived really relaxed. We don't really have to do much. There's no stress.
Yeah.
So yeah. Or Wagyu beef if you're in Australia.
Yeah, I think it'd be. Yeah.
Have you ever butchered Kobe or Wagyu beef?
I have not. So that's usually what I know now, because I follow forums. It's because I hate those that are. I hate meat cutters that have only cut at a grocery store that call themselves butchers. So I go in there and fucking talk mad shit all the time.
Oh, so you don't like talk to people at Tony's Meats?
I've never been. I like one of those artisan guys. Like, oh yeah,
Tony's Meat Market? You never heard of Tony's Meats?
has he been around a long time though?
It's like a chain. It's a chain butcher.
Then there's no meat cutters.
All right.
Are they going in the back and pulling it off a rack or a rail?
I don't know.
There's two. Like, so all butchers are meat cutters, but not all meat cutters are butchers. Huge difference in what's going
They've
on.
got some really fine meats there at Tony's Meat Market. We've
Mhm.
gotten some seafood there. Some
I'm skeptical in inland seafood.
They'll have sushi. You have to ask for sushi grade because we were going to eat it raw. So you have to. They're one of the few places that can
I'm
get sushi.
terrified to make my own sushi, and I love fucking sushi.
They're one of the few places that can get sushi grade tuna.
I can't sue you guys if I get food poisoning on your sushi.
Yeah, so I think they cut it up there. It's meats and market. I'm pretty sure they're butchers.
They may be getting subprimals and cutting them into steaks. Is what I'm saying. They're getting like out of a box. I'm saying there's not a cow, like half a cow.
Oh yeah, no, there's nothing.
That's what I'm saying. They're cutting. It's coming. The New York strip is coming in a. It's called a strip loin. It's coming in a big chunk like that, and then they'll take the New Yorks off, and they'll take the T-bone off. They'll take the porterhouse off, but the T-bone, porterhouse, and New York strip all come on one piece.
Okay.
This is where you cut it along the line. The small part of the tenderloin, of the New York strip. Fuck, on a T-bone.
He's not really a butcher. He's a fucking imposter.
On a T-bone, the small piece is a tenderloin. The large piece is New York strip.
Small
So-
port on the.
But you make
Chicken
more
tenderbone.
money. You make more money pulling the tenderloin off and selling it.
So
as
why
tenderloin.
could you never have access to these animals? Wagyu or Kobe? special
They
order.
really weren't a big thing when I was
Oh yeah, I guess this is newer stuff.
Yeah. It's only you heard about it, and then all of a sudden, never a Kobe burger, blah blah. Like, no, I never fucking heard of it. And now it's a thing. Same with grass fed. Grass fed wasn't a thing once upon a time, and now it's the rage. You can only get it out in like New Zealand and Australia.
Yeah, they Wagyu. Yeah.
No, grass fed beef.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Unless you raised it yourself. It's part of what I want with the property up in the mountains is to eventually have my own cattle and livestock to slaughter and have my own little spot to do it myself.
Yeah, like even the way they slaughter like Wagyu beef is like they'll bring him over to a spot and they'll like be super nice to him until like the very last second and then just kill him.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, there's like the way they do it is ridiculous.
Yeah, 'cause you don't want that adrenaline to kick in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're really good with the animals. Wagyu, Kobe. I've never had Wagyu beef, but I've had Kobe beef at the sushi restaurant. They would get.
It's just fatty beef. What I do want to try is I want to do it.
Yeah, they feed it beer though.
Have you seen that dry age? They took like a ribeye and they dipped it in butter and then dry aged it for like 2 months.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I want to try that. And then cooked it like because if you dry age it, you got to cut off the edge at the gray and the dark because the carcass rots.
We had to go to Buckhorn Exchange sometime. Me and Jay have been wanting to go for a long time.
Is that it?
It's like the oldest restaurant in the state, and they're also known for serving like very exotic game, like ostrich or water buffalo, that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
And what kind of animal does the balls come from?
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Any male animal?
Any male animal?
What animal do balls come from?
No, you know what I mean.
Like, I'm trying to eat some balls. I want to know because I don't really think goat nuts they're little assholes. And
Because Steven don't have no balls, and I was wondering, does every animal have balls?
Yeah, he keeps saying he's the goat if I suck his balls, but I don't know.
The inside of this place, I'm going to share my screen. The inside of this place is just amazing. Like, I've seen it on a few different cooking shows as well.
Oh, wow. I'd eat some puma.
Oh, dude, I would definitely try mountain lion.
I've ate a couple cougars.
Right. Taste of history, yeah. So,
see, I don't know because I'm really finicky when it comes to stuff like that because I'm sure it's ridiculously fucking expensive. It's probably all steak, just marinated differently.
Menus. Let's just take a look.
Okay, let's do this. So what this is Buckhorn Exchange, established in 1893. Where's this located?
Hey, it's like all the way to downtown. It's 1000 Osage Street, Denver 80204.
Ooh.
Right,
Appetizers, Rocky Mountain oysters, just like you were asking about. Whole order, $17. It's not terrible.
How many's in a whole order? Or does this both balls?
That's a good question.
Several balls.
Grilled duck breast, fried artichoke hearts. $11.50 for fried artichoke heart is a little bit high. Rattlesnake, I would try that. $22.
I would try that. Yeah.
No way.
Boneless rattlesnake marinated in red chili and lime, served atop a chipotle queso dip with fresh corn tortilla chips. Ooh, I like the direction they took that.
It's good, but
all right,
what's
dinner.
sirloin game tips? What are you getting out of that? 'Cause sirloin, honestly, across the board, I've had it.
Choice cuts from our beef, buffalo, and elk, sautéed with fresh mushrooms in a different sauce each day.
I'm not a fan of mushrooms as a texture, but the flavors. Oh man, because elk, moose, elk, and beef are probably my three favorite as far as animals.
Buckhorn's famous 24-ounce steak is $60.
wow.
That's a lot of steak.
New York strip, 16-ounce, $50. 12-ounce, $43. That's
Okay, so is it aged? Like, what's the description? Because if you're spending that kind of money on it,
just says it doesn't say anything about it. I'm sure the waiter could tell you about it, but it has a bunch of buffalo, big steak, game and fish, elk, Cornish game hen, quail, Colorado lamb, salmon. Where's the weird shit though? They're famous for their weird shit. Their weird
there's
animals.
quail. That's probably the most thing. But the
Quail is really good.
never had.
They're supposed to have like ostrich and other.
How would you
fucking...
put that up against like a Cornish game hen? About the same.
They're a little smaller.
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
don't
flavor
know.
wise.
I
Like
thought
the
they had
texture?
ostrich
Yeah.
in Kobe
I would
beef.
say it's about the same.
I'm not seeing any of the things that they talked about on the cooking show.
There's lamb. Yeah, it's not elk. Is the weirdest thing.
Yeah, $44. Grilled with 4 peppercorn crust. That sounds good too.
We risk hitting them going down the road. Like I'm not worried. Like elk is not exotic. They're fucking all over.
Yeah.
We can literally drive up to the mountains right now and see some.
Have you ever had buffalo?
I have.
You have?
I like buffalo.
What's the difference between like a
I don't think
steak and
there's
beef
a.
steak?
To me, it's obviously,
Fat content.
but the gaminess. So, like, if I think deer is the most gamey,
Mhm.
so judging from deer to beef, it's really close to beef. But I think it's still moose is still closer to beef.
Or like bear. Like I'm
In
surprised
my
there's not
opinion.
bear on
Beer's
here.
really Bear's really greasy.
Is it really?
It's a very fatty, yeah, and it's a pain in the ass to process, like to cut up.
Oh,
easy to fucking-
you've processed a bear?
Easy as fuck to skin because they're fatty. I'm sure if you had to skin a pig, it'd be easier. But the hide's really fucking thin in comparison to what you would think. Like a elk. An elk's almost like a fucking big ass blanket.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'd love to have an elk skin.
Whereas bear is almost like pig or like pig hide or hog hide as far as the thickness. I would really it's weird. But this was like a grizzly or thing. It's just like a regular brown bear.
How come you never see jackets made out of pig leather, but there's footballs made out of pig leather?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, either.
I think because you have to weave it together. You can get one whole coat out of a whole cowhide, whereas a pig is not that big. You don't have a lot to work with.
I got Porky on the left sleeve. I got Babe on the right sleeve.
Yeah, you would have to have, and plus you want the same coloring and all that stuff and going through the process. So I think it's probably more trouble in this world.
I just want a cowhide just for the floor. Like to sit underneath a coffee table. I think that's a really cool look.
Oh, I've seen furniture that's still got the branding and stuff from the cow.
Yeah, see, that's sick. Love that stuff.
Colorado thing.
Ooh, well, I'm ready to play some fucking Call of Duty.
Yeah, 2 hours is good enough.
Yeah.
The last episode. Sorry, we're not having guests. It's really hard to.
Yeah. So
book
everybody,
people this late.
we're taking. This is the end of the season. This is our season finale. I know it's kind of anticlimactic, and we were gonna have a guest, but it just didn't pan out.
And we try to get Steven to show his butthole, but afraid of pushing the button.
It's actually so pink that the lens of the camera will break. Looking at something so pink. So.
Did you dye it?
No, I'm just naturally born pink.
Okay. All the way around?
Pink on the inside, pink on the outside. Ice cream pink.
So when he sleeps naked, if he farts, it's like a flicker, like a bright flash of light.
Yeah, it's literally like a little,
Opened up.
and then like a little unicorn ghost like just runs out of my butthole and then runs back in. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, we're taking a break until mid-January.
Right? We
Right?
haven't decided.
Yeah,
So
so
we'll be in a new location as well.
yeah, we're gonna have a new location, new studio to work in, and most likely we won't be back till early mid-January ish, just because that's just the timeline we're working with, and we want to take a little break for the holidays and this and that, and yeah. All right, everybody, thanks for being a fan. Thanks for watching the show, and stay subscribed for more. Keep an eye out for YouTube videos. We might release some skits in the meantime. But yeah, thanks everybody.
Yeah, and if you want to become
Famous, you want to come famous by fall prime time view.
and on, so go to clck.ru/rg
Click
R9GQV bigfollows.com if you want to become more famous as to at ETBruins12322 who spammed us on.
This is exactly how L. Ron Hubbard started Scientology, so it'll definitely work.
I agree. All right.
All right.
Next year if we're still here.
Yeah. See you, everybody.